In episode 18, Harper is out of town visiting her parents, which sounds absolutely miserable based on how much she's talked about how bad her family situation is. But she's not in this episode. Um, so in this episode, Selena Gomez has made T-shirts that are selling like hotcakes, and she wants to make this profit from it. Well, it turns out her twunk brother, who is the president of the student council or whatever, has created this committee. He calls it the um, Student Collective Activities Committee. There's an M in there. The acronym is SCAM, SCAM. So what he's doing is he's charging Selena Gomez 75% of her T-shirt proceeds and giving it to school activities or whatever. Selena Gomez is not thrilled about this, but you know who is? Mr. Larry Tate. So he's really excited that Selena Gomez is selling these T-shirts and making money for the school activities. So he ends up awarding Selena Gomez this Citizenship Award. So Selena Gomez is shocked and horrified, like, I'm an awful student. I'm a hoodlum. How can I win the school citizenship award? But Mr. Larry Tate makes a really good point here. She painted the mural on the wall. She is selling these T-shirts for the school activities. She was involved in the Happy Helpers Club and was actually passionate about how you should be helping people out more. And she was a cheerleader. So she's actually become active in her school no matter how much she wants to deny it. So good job, Mr. Larry Tate, having a list ready of why she is a good citizen in her school. Well, Selena Gomez is outraged by this, and so is her twunk brother. Her twunk brother, as the class president or whatever, has to award her the award. And so that's the one part of it that Selena Gomez actually likes because she thinks it'll be humiliating for her twunk brother to have to give her the award. Well, what her twunk brother ends up doing is pretty darn shitty. So he puts a truth spell on Selena Gomez and forces her to give a speech in front of the school where she only tells the truth. And so she gives this long ass speech where she's insulting everybody, saying unvarnished truths about them. And this ruins everybody's day. It makes her extremely unpopular. And Twunk actually feels kind of bad about it. Well, Selena Gomez's mom is not at all a person to talk to about this situation. Selena Gomez is complaining about how miserable it is that everybody hates her now. And her mom's talking about how popular she was in high school. Apparently, she was wildly popular, and she's telling these stories about high school in an attempt to console Selena Gomez, but it's doing the exact opposite. So that's pretty funny. In this episode, it's raising a question: is Selena Gomez's little brother mean? He's like he works on this project where he makes balled up shirts to throw at Selena Gomez. He is selling these balled up shirts to people at school to have them throw them at Selena Gomez because everybody hates her. So that's basically the episode. Nothing really important happens here. There's one point in the episode where Selena Gomez has to explain the concept of texting to Mr. Larry Tate, which gave me some nice nostalgia of, oh yeah, remember when texting was new? So that was fun. But that's about it. Selena Gomez, unpopular at school because she told the truth about everybody. In episode 19, Selena Gomez's dad is bitten by a bug from the wizard world. So he transforms into a bug. It looks like a cockroach, and he is like eating everything. He throws up acid onto food, and it dissolves, and then he eats it. Well, this is a problem because Selena Gomez's twunk brother is holding a banquet for their alien language league in their sub shop, and they're trying to make crepes. Apparently, there's this kid called Joey the Crepe Kid, and he makes crepes, and he's famous for it. And they're like, "Oh no, we'll eat crepes at our banquet." Well, Selena Gomez's dad eats all the crepes because he's a bug, and he shows up at their meeting, and it's like, how are we going to explain this to them? Well, apparently, all these alien language people accept all of the ridiculous explanations that Selena Gomez and her twunk brother come up with. So, like, oh yeah, that's just our dad disguised as this creature from this other galaxy or whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, that's a great costume. They explain it really terribly, and all these nerds are just cool with the explanations, and they get really excited, like, oh yeah, it's so authentic. He has a spatula attached to his claw, and they're like, oh yeah, that's an authentic spatula claw. Just completely gullible. So they buy it, and nothing really bad happens except the situation with Selena Gomez's dad being a bug never gets resolved. He's a bug at the end of the episode. They never figure out a cure for it or anything like that. Is he going to be a bug forever? Maybe. I don't know. But probably they'll just never mention it again in the future episodes. In episode 20, Selena Gomez's little brother has a girlfriend. They bonded over the fact that, in Selena Gomez's little brother's words, she's super gross. So she likes all the gross things that he likes, like dead lizards and all that sort of stuff. Well, Selena Gomez learns that her little brother has been giving his girlfriend a fake name and pretending that he doesn't know any of the family. He is not part of the Gomez family. He calls himself Tom Sawyer and doesn't realize that that's already taken. But he explains it to Selena Gomez as, well, I'm embarrassed by our parents. I don't want her to meet our parents, and that would embarrass me. So Selena Gomez and her twunk brother come up with this plot to assist their little brother in this lie. And what they do is they use a spell to look middle-aged, which apparently is 35. And so they get gray hair, and they get Selena Gomez's twunk brother gets a beer belly, and they look old. 35. I'm 34. I am bald, so there's that. But what is middle-aged in this universe? The parents are offended when they find out that they used a spell to turn 35 so that they would be middle-aged. They're like, 35 is not middle-aged. It is. I mean, the life expectancy in the U.S. is, 79? So halfway through your life is 39.5. So middle-aged, I guess, is, 30 to 50? Anyway, so it turns out, though, Selena Gomez's parents end up showing up. And they were supposed to be out of town at some sort of... they're at a Civil War reenactment. But they ended up coming home early because they got kicked out because Selena Gomez's dad tried to eat the fake blood, which was ketchup. Anyway, Selena Gomez's little brother's girlfriend meets them all. And it comes out that actually he wasn't embarrassed by his parents. He was embarrassed to be compared to Selena Gomez and her twunk brother because they overshadow him, and people always expect him to live up to who they are rather than who he is, which is very similar to something that happened earlier in the series where Selena Gomez asked a genie to make her not compared to her twunk brother at the time, who was a twink. Anyway, so he's experiencing the same insecurities about his family as Selena Gomez. Well, so they all the rest of the Gomez family tells Selena Gomez's little brother, you can't build a relationship based on a lie. You have to tell her the truth. So he goes and he fucking tells her everything. He's a wizard, and he's exposing the whole wizarding world, which apparently is against the law and can result in some serious consequences, even though they do it all the time. So he tells her about it. She doesn't believe it. And then he takes her on a magic carpet ride. What is wrong with him? Why is he such an idiot? You're not allowed to do that. But they're brainstorming a way to take it back, to make this girl not know that the wizarding world exists. And they've already had this spell that they use in the past to wipe people's memories. They can do that. That's something that they've done before, and there are no really adverse consequences to it. But they decide, no, we're going to come up with another lie to cover it up. So Selena Gomez's twunk brother comes up with it. He says that they are an amateur special effects enthusiast family. Everyone in the family has the same hobby, and it's amateur special effects. So he builds this contraption out of a box spring and an exercise bike and the magic carpet. And he somehow convinces her that, when he took you on a magic carpet ride, it was actually these special effects. It's this move-in mattress that has a screen behind it where it looks like you're actually flying. She actually believes this somehow. So great. But then she ends up dumping Selena Gomez's little brother because he built their relationship on a lie. So the lesson from this, I guess, you should lie more. Also, Selena Gomez's little brother does not know when to keep secrets and when not to. It's like rule number 1, I think they said previously. Rule number 1 in the wizarding world is don't tell muggles about the wizarding world. But he doesn't understand that, I guess.